jobs the Lord. So such as the activities that the Lord performs in both the ends, superhuman activities and very menial activities the Lord performs. So in that way, the Lord keeps the mind bewildered everyone. So is this happening in this particular pastime to Lord Indra also? So because of this, Indra, he commits some offense against the Lord. So this is what this today's Govardhan Leela talks about. The Lord, he performed this Leela. It was actually on the Diwali day. All the Brajavasis, they are involved in preparing for the next day for Indra Puja. So everyone are busy with that one. So this Leela, particular Leela, the Lord performed in his Pauganta stage. So we know the Lord's ages be 0 to 5 years we call it as Kaumari, and then from 5 to 10 we call it as Pauganta, and from 10 to 15 is Teshwara, then after that it's Navayavana. So we know Damodar Leela, the Lord performed in Kaumar Leela, it's a Balya Leela. But whereas this particular Leela, the lifting of Govardhan hill, the Lord performed in his Pauganda Leela. So here in this in Brajdam, all the Brajavasis, they don't treat Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. They think that, and they treat Krishna as one among them. They are thinking that Krishna is same like us. He is our child. Krishna is our child. He is my son. He is my friend. He is my beloved. This way, the Brajavasis, they behave. I mean, they have the relationship with Krishna. In that relationship, that doesn't mean that they are something lower in their level, but they are much higher in their consciousness also. But still, they treat Krishna as one among them. It is out of their pure affection towards Krishna. This Leela, as I said, this Leela actually starts from Diwali day. The Diwali day, everyone in the Brajdam, they were preparing for the next day for Indra Puja. And Krishna is the center of attraction in Vrindavan. So wherever Krishna goes, everyone comes and talks with Krishna. Everyone, they will surround Krishna. So we read several places where Krishna has been compared to the lotus, the center of the lotus, and then all the Vrajavasis are there compared to the petals, just like that. So wherever Krishna goes, he is the center of attraction. We have seen sometimes in the drama, when the actor moves around in the stage, the spotlight, it moves around. Wherever the actor goes, the spotlight moves around. So similarly, wherever Krishna goes, he has become the center of attraction. But this particular day, on this Diwali day, Krishna, he was looking at everyone. They were all busy in preparing something. So actually, this is an anniversary of the Diwali day, is an anniversary of Damodar Leela. So Damodar Leela, so Krishna did at around 3 years of age. So now Krishna is looking at everyone. They were all busy in preparing something. So Krishna thought, I must be the center of attraction. Now I am going there. Everyone, Krishna goes into the kitchen. Yashoda Mata is very busy with other gopis preparing something. And Krishna comes out. He saw all the gopas and everyone. They were all busy in preparing the garlands and they are preparing the cart, bullock cart. Everything they are doing. No one is looking at Krishna. He was surprised. Krishna was surprised. What is happening here? No one is looking at me. So I must be the center of attraction. So Krishna said, Bhagavad Gita said, Yat karoshi yat dasnashi, yat juhaji tadasya, yat tabasasi kauntaya, tat kurutam ashram. Whatever you do, whatever you offer, everything to be done as a sacrifice to the Lord. Everything you need to add. So we always say, no, whatever you do, add Krishna into that. But here, Krishna, they are keeping Krishna away. So they were all busy in doing something else. So then Krishna said, okay. So today morning also we were listening, Prabhu was taking the class and he was referring. Especially in Brajavasis, they were on pure level. As I said, they were pure consciousness. Like he was comparing to the Crorepati and Lakpati. So Those devotees, they are crorpatis, they should not become a lakpati. So they should not come down from their consciousness. But Krishna is thinking here, they are preparing something which is like a karma kandis job, which they are doing it. So he was going and asking them, what is this preparing? No one is answering. Then Krishna thought, okay, let me go and ask my father. So Krishna came out and he was meeting with Nanda Maharaj. Then Nanda Maharaj, he was there. So Krishna was asking Nanda Maharaj, Baba, what's happening here? What are you doing? What is this preparation for? Then Nanda Maharaj said, Krishna, this is, we are preparing for tomorrow's Indra Puja. So Indra Puja, why you are doing Indra Puja? What is the purpose of doing it? Krishna says, whenever we do any activity, we should know why are we doing it, what is the purpose, and then what is the benefit we are going to get that activity. So we should know all this. Without knowing this, when we perform something, we will not get the benefit. So Krishna was asking Nanda Maharaj, why are you doing this Indra Puja? What is the purpose of? Then Nanda Maharaj was explaining to Krishna that Indra was the responsible to give us the rain. We are all our profession is cultivating and then cultivating. So we need rain for that. So Indra is the one who is giving us the rain. So we need to say respect to him. So that's how we are doing. So Krishna also in the Bhagavad Gita, he says, no, all the rain has been produced by yajnas, and then because of the rain, we are getting the grains. So because of the grains, we can sustain, our life can be sustained. So to sustain our life, we need to do this Indra Puja. And Nanda Maharaj was telling to Krishna. Then Krishna thought, no, they should not perform this. Krishna wants to stop this Indra Puja. The reason we will discuss it, but Krishna says, no need to do this Indra Puja. If you want rain, the rain is coming from Govardhan. We are getting water from Govardhan. From the falls from the Govardhan, we are getting water. We are getting nice fruits, flowers, everything we are getting from Govardhan. Why are we performing Indra Puja? So today, the morning class, Prabhu was also telling that Krishna was explaining about on the basis of the karma mimamsa philosophy. So he was telling that no need to worship Indra. You do your job, you will get what you need. Why are you worshipping? You are doing your duty, and it is Indra is bound to give you the rain, because that is his duty. He has to give the rain. So why are you worshipping Indra? It's not required. So stop this one. See, as Krishna is a very, it says that Krishna speaks so nice that no one can say no. So he will convince in such a way that whatever he says, everybody will accept. So Krishna convinced somehow Nanda Maharaj. He said, okay, so we will stop Indra Puja. Okay, so if we stop Indra Puja, what will we do instead of that? So Krishna says, okay, if we stop Indra Puja, instead of that, we will worship Govardhan. Govardhan is the one sustains us, gives everything to us. So let us worship Govardhan. So Nanda Maharaj said, everyone, yes, tomorrow we are going to do Govardhan Puja. Then Nanda Maharaj asked, okay, how do we worship Govardhan? So we know how to worship Indra, but we don't know how to worship Govardhan. How do we worship Govardhan? Then Krishna said, okay, let us prepare all these preparations, make it ready, everything. So tomorrow morning, we will go to Govardhan for the offering. So everyone, they continued their preparation. They were all ready. And the bullock cart also has been prepared. So the next day morning, Krishna takes everyone to Govardhan. So everyone goes, takes all the preparations, and everyone goes to Govardhan. Then Nanda Maharaj asked, what we do now here? Then Krishna said, okay, now let us offer to the Govardhan. Whatever we prepared, everything they are offering to Govardhan. So all the preparations they kept in front of Govardhan, and then Krishna said, now let us pray to Govardhan. So he will accept all of your offerings. So Krishna said, all of you close your eyes now. So everyone, they close their eyes. So when the moment everyone closed their eyes, Krishna, he himself transformed himself to Giriraj. So Krishna transformed himself to Giriraj. So he accepted all the offerings. Everything he consumed. Whatever the offerings they brought, everything Krishna consumed as a Giriraj. So everything has been consumed. Now everyone, they opened their eyes, they saw if everything has been consumed. Then Krishna said, see, all these years you were offering to Indra, he was not accepting your offering. But now, this year, you are offering to Govardhan. The Giriraj has accepted everything. And Giriraj started telling, bring me more, Aniyor, Aniyor. So what we will do, everything, whatever we had, we offered everything. So they said, no, let us go back home. Whatever in the house, we'll bring everything. So all of them, they went, they brought everything. So he said, Krishna, you don't look at what we offer. Krishna looks at what we keep for us. So whatever we put in the undi, that is not, Krishna is not going to look at us. Krishna is going to look what you are keeping for us. A person can put 10 dinar, the one who is earning 100 dinars, he can put 10 dinar. But a person who earns thousands of dinars, he can put 20 dinars. Then who is the great here? The person who puts 20 dinar is not a big thing because he earns more, but he keeps more for him. But Krishna looks at what we are keeping for us. So that's what matters. So everything, as we said before, whatever we have, everything has to be offered to Krishna. So here, they went again to the house, they brought everything. And again Krishna, as a Giriraj, he has taken everything. Again and again, Krishna was telling, Aniyor, Aniyor, Aniyor. So then they don't know what to do. Then there was a Brahmana who took a tulasi leaf and then he offered it. Then Krishna said, yes, I am satisfied. Giriraj was telling, I am satisfied now. So now everything Govardhan has conceived now, they don't have anything for them for honoring. But you know what Krishna did as a Govardhan? Everything came out. Whatever they offered, everything came out, but in multiple times. It's not the same, whatever they offered, it came out. Everything came in a multiple times. So everything Krishna has given. And then Krishna instructed the Vrajavasis that this prasad, first it has to be distributed to Brahmanas. It has to be distributed to the cows. It has to be distributed to the elderly people and to the children and to the women, and then you take it. So like this, Krishna is instructing them how the prasadam has to be distributed. So everyone joyfully, they took the prasad and they went back to the home. Now actually the story starts here. Indra, he was accepting this offering from Brajavasis every year. Now Indra is expecting this offering even now also. But he is not getting this offering. Now what happens to Indra? Indra became very angry. So the anger, it comes to us. How it comes to anger? When we have some desires, the anger comes. The desires will ultimately lead to the anger. We try to satisfy our desires. It is difficult to satisfy our desires. Sometimes we satisfy our desires, but again, even if we satisfy our desires, that desires will lead to again to a greed. It will not stop there. If you are satisfying your desires, it's not going to stop there. It will lead us to greed. It will need more and more. Of course, once we get the greed, sure, we cannot satisfy the greed. So maybe sometimes we can satisfy our desires, but the greed cannot be satisfied. So ultimately, once you have the desire, it ultimately leads us to the anger. Krishna says, no, when from the anger, it takes us to the illusion. Smriti Dramsa. From the illusion, bewilderment. So once the bewilderment it comes, after that the next step it goes into Buddhinasha. So we lose our intelligence. The same thing happens here to Indra also. So from the desire, he could not satisfy, he could not get what he was looking for, he could not get the offerings. So it went on to the anger, and then the anger illusion. That what is the illusion Indra was having? Indra was thinking, I am the controller of all the three worlds. So when some people are glorifying you, you think, oh, I am. We know that what is our situation, but when the people around us, they say, oh, you are great, then we think, oh, maybe really I am great. So we started thinking that. But similarly, it happened, same thing to Indra also. when everyone they were praising Indra, that he was thinking that, oh, I am the one controlling everything. I am the controller of all the three worlds. So Indra started thinking this illusion it has been developed within Indra. So as the step by step, the illusion it leads to the bewilderment. Indra was thinking that why they are not offering me this year. So I am going to show them who am I. So he thought, okay, I am going to punish them. So what is the punishment Indra is giving to the Vrajvasis? He called Samartaka clouds. He told the Samartaka clouds, you just pour rain. Just it's mentioned that the rain, when we see the rain, no, it's like a drops. It's not a drops. It is like a columns of water is coming. And then it said the Samartaka clouds, they will be employed only during the time of devastation. When the whole world has to be devastated, it is that time that Samartaka clouds has to be used. Otherwise, on the normal time, it should not be used. But because of this illusion, the Indra has got and his Buddhinasha, his intelligence has gone. So he did this mistake that he put this Samartaka rain to downpour in the Vrindavan. So when sometimes Indra is, of course, he's a devotee, but still because of this desires and this illusion, they tend to make mistake. Sometimes when we see something on the floor, we think that maybe it's a worm or we don't know what is it. So immediately what we do, we just put our hand and check what is it. If it is like a fire, what will happen if you put a finger? We'll get burned. Similarly, same thing happened here to Indra here. He don't know who is that. He thought Krishna is an ordinary person. So he just tested Krishna here by giving this Samartaka rain to Vrindavan. It is a mistake or not? It's a part. It's Krishna's. It's Indra's mistake, isn't it? So basically, what happens? There are two mistakes in this place. Indra is doing it. The first one, when we are praying to the Lord or when we have some relationship with the Lord, we should not keep anything in between us. Between us and the Lord, there should be nothing. Sometimes what we do, we consider our wealth or our beauty or our knowledge, something like this is more important than the Lord. We think that, oh, my wealth is more important. So we give more importance to our wealth than Krishna. So that wealth comes in between us and Krishna. So the moment when something comes in between us and Krishna, Krishna will try to remove that, so that we will have proper relationship with the Lord. So this is what Krishna says in the 10th canto in 88th chapter, when Krishna was telling that when we think that our wealth is more important, then Krishna slowly takes away our wealth. Slowly takes away our wealth, and then we become a pauper. And then when we become a pauper, all our relatives, our friends, everyone, they will leave us. Right. And at that moment, we will surrender to Krishna. So Krishna makes sure that we surrender back to him. If something comes in between us and the Lord, Krishna slowly will remove it. Whether it may be a wealth, or it may be our fame, or it may be our beauty, anything for that matter, Krishna will try to remove this. So here, what is the mistake here Indra did? He keeps his proud, this fame. I am the controller of the three worlds. So that fame he is keeping in front of Krishna. So that is in between Krishna and Indra. So automatically the Lord wants to remove that. So why that comes? It is because of the false ego. So in our life, this form, we got three aspects in our body. Say we have the spirit souls, that is one thing, and the other part is the gross body. This Bhumi, Apa, Anula, Vayu. So these five gross elements, and we have the third part, the subtle elements, the mind, intelligence, and false ego. So it is very easy for us to relinquish or to remove, to leave these gross elements. Even if we don't leave, at the time of death, it will be automatically taken away. But it is very, very difficult to leave these subtle elements, mind, intelligence, the false ego. Even if we die, these three aspects, it will come along with us to our next life. It's very difficult to remove this. So all our efforts, all our sadhana, everything, whatever we do, we need to concentrate and work towards how we remove this subtle elements. So Indra, because of this false ego, Indra could not understand the real position. So he did this mistake here. So that was this first mistake. And the second mistake what Indra did here is, okay, the Brajavasis, they stopped the offering. But for that, what is the punishment to be given? Suppose we are also paying the tax into our government here. For example, we get the electricity, we pay the electricity bill. Suppose if we don't pay for 1 month or 2 months, what the department they do? They cut the power. They will cut the power. Is it not? So otherwise, that is the maximum punishment they can give to us. They don't come and shoot us with the gun. You didn't pay the electricity bill, so I'm going to shoot you. That is not the way of punishment, isn't it? Just maximum they can cut the power. But here, what's happening here? In the Brajavasis, they stopped offering to Indra. But what you should have done? You should have stopped the rain. You should not give any rain further. But what he did, yes, he was trying to destroy complete Brajada with all the Brajavasis. So this is an disproportionate punishment what Indra is trying to give to the Brajavasis. So this is the greatest mistake here Indra was doing. So disproportionate punishment which is giving. Now Krishna comes in here to remove this false ego. All this lila, it's basically what it is to remove the false ego of Indra. So now what's happening here? The rain started pouring. So all the Brajavasis, they went directly to Krishna. So any problem, anything happens in Vrindavan, the devotees first they will go directly to Krishna. They don't go here and there. Only shelter, the pure devotees, only shelter is Krishna only. Pai Mahayogi, Deva Deva Jagate, Na Anyam Abhayam Paksha. So they don't have any other shelter. The only shelter for them, the pure devotees, is the Lord. So directly they went to Krishna. Krishna, please save us. Krishna said, don't worry. So Krishna took everyone to Govardhan. And then Krishna lifted the Govardhan. So it's mentioned that Krishna lifted the Govardhan. It's not very difficult. Krishna lifted it very easy. The analogy given there is like in the rainy season, the children, there's what do you call this? Mushrooms. The mushrooms, they come in our place. We might have seen the mushrooms, they come in the rainy season. The children, they used to play, just simply they pluck it. They pluck it and then they hold it in their hand. So Krishna lifted the Govardhan just like that. How the children, they pluck the mushroom and hold in their hand. And it said that Krishna lifted the Govardhan not in his right hand. So always we have more power in the right hand. But Krishna lifted it in the left hand. Not he was holding it in the little finger. Not also in the finger. It's mentioned Krishna was holding it just by the nail and the little finger. Not even the finger, just the nail of the finger. So Krishna started holding it and then he called everyone. So all Brajavasis, cows, calves, everyone they came inside the Govardhan and then they could not even get the Indra could not even make, it's mentioned that Indra could not even make even just hair of the Brajavasis weight. So everyone were being accommodated below the Govardhan. So it's now Indra was surprised to see this. And then it goes on continuously for 7 days and 7 nights. Continuously. Here one very peculiar thing it's happened here. Of course, Indra did this mistake, but what is the fortunate thing for Indra is that he made all the devotees come closer to Krishna. So everyone they came towards the Lord. So everyone they were very close to Krishna. So the Lord is holding the Govardhan with his finger, and all the Brajavasis they are thinking, oh, it's going to be pain for Krishna. So let me give some support. So they all took their covered in sticks and then they were holding Govardhan, thinking that, oh, I'm helping Krishna. So they were holding it. So the moment when Radhamaya came near to Krishna, Krishna started moving his body. So the moment Krishna started looking at Radhamaya and then started moving, his hands started shaking, then everyone, all the sticks, they broke and everyone, they were afraid. Then Krishna held the Govardhan again properly. So this continuously it's happening 7 days and 7 nights. So you need to see here, there was no food, no one is hunger, no one is feeling any hunger. See, our senses, when we are serving to the Lord, then automatically our senses are getting satisfied. So here, everyone, they are serving the Lord. How they are serving the Lord? They are very close to Krishna here. And Krishna is also satisfied. So what is the service? What is actually the devotional service? But the meaning of it is to please the senses of the Lord. All our efforts is just only to please the senses of the Lord. So here everyone are very close to Krishna and Krishna is getting pleased that everyone is around me. So they are doing a proper devotional service there. So all their senses are getting satisfied. So it happens like this for 7 days, 7 nights continuously. And Indra was very much bewildered. What's happening here? Who is this boy who's holding this mountain like this? See here, another important aspect. When Krishna said, don't do Indra Puja, then when Nanda Maharaj asked, then what we have to do? Instead of, okay, you are telling to stop Indra Puja, okay, what else we do? When Krishna gave the option of worshipping Govardhan. See, this is very humiliating, isn't it, for the Indra? If you are replacing Indra with at least, okay, say Brahma, so we will worship Brahma, then Indra would have been little bit maybe okay. So instead of me, they are worshipping Brahma. But here, what Krishna proposed, instead of Indra, you worship hill. Then it's not Prabhu, cricketer. When you remove a great player with the one person, you don't know anything about cricket. How do you feel?
Humiliated.
You're much humiliated, isn't it? So like this, it's happened to Indra like this. So instead of me, Krishna is asking them to worship a hill. What is this? So with that hill, Krishna is holding it again here. Because that is protecting all the Vrajavasis. So Indra is trying to even shatter Govardhan by his thunderbolt. Even that also he was not able to do. So finally he got humiliated and then he understood who is Krishna is. So somehow, see, this is what the ultimate. We need to understand the Lord. So as we said, we were in the beginning when we started, we said we are all living in this world. This world, why the Lord has created this world? The Lord created this world is as the place of reformation. We are all against the Lord. We don't want to serve the Lord. We came here. So the Lord has created this place in order for us to reform ourselves. So somehow or other, all these pastimes or whatever we do, ultimately we should reach to that point that we reform ourselves. Then we become purified, we go back to the Lord. So finally, Indra here, he understood who is this. This is not an ordinary boy. This is my Supreme Lord. So then he understood that. So in Bhagavad Gita also Krishna says, no, Shipram Bhavati Dharmatma. So the devotees, no, they never perish. Once you become the devotee of the Lord, there is no loss in that. Even a small thing which you do, Krishna will remember that. He will bring you back. In the previous verse also, Krishna says, though, even if you are sadhu, samandha evacha, even if you do a very abominable thing, but still, if you are a devotee, then you will come back to your position. So here, Indra came back to his real consciousness. Yes, I know now who is this. This is not an ordinary boy. This is my Supreme Lord. So he came to the consciousness. Then he came down, he stopped the rain. Once the rain stopped, then Krishna kept the Govardhan down. And then he asked all the Brajavasis to go back to their place. So everyone went now. Now the most important thing it happens here. In Damodara Lila, we see where the Damodar Lila, where it started inside the house. So Krishna was stealing the butter, it was inside the house. But what happens? Krishna started coming out. So the actual Leela, the tying of with the mortar, it's happening where? Outside in the courtyard. So it started from inside. He took Yasodamaya outside. It's mentioned that Krishna wanted to show everyone that, see, my devotee can bind me. With his devotion, my devotee can bind me, and my devotees are greater than me. So Krishna wanted to show it explicitly to everyone. So that's how Krishna took Yasodamaya from inside to out to the courtyard. In this place here, in this Leela, you see, Indra did this offense openly in front of everyone. But what the Lord does, He sent everyone to the place, and then the Lord went to a secluded place. You know that Indra already been humiliated very badly, and you don't want to make further humiliation to Indra. So the Lord, He went to the secluded place. See, it's very, very rare you see Krishna alone. You don't see Krishna's picture alone. Someone or other devotees will be there. Either Venu will be there at least, or cows will be there. You cannot see Krishna because Krishna is always surrounded. As we said in the beginning, Krishna is the center of attraction. So always Krishna will be with his devotees. So you don't find him alone. But here, such a Krishna who always loves to have his devotees around him, he avoids all the devotees. He said, everyone go back. So then he went to a secluded place in a separate way. Then there, Indra wanted to come and ask forgiveness. Even that time also, Indra, what he did, first he went to Brahmaji. Brahmaji, please come with me. I am afraid now to go in front of the Lord. So please come with me to accompany with me. I want to ask forgiveness to the Lord. Then Brahmaji said, no, I am not going to come. Already he had experience. In the 13th chapter, Brahma Vimon Lela, he had experience. I am not going to come. So he gave a suggestion. You take Mother Surabhi. You take Surabhi cow. You go with Surabhi cow. The Krishna will be pleased. So then Indra went and then he took Surabhi cow. And then he sends Surabhi cow first. He comes behind. And then he went and then he bowed down in front of Lord's lotus feet. He said that his helmet, the crown of Indra, what he was thinking in the beginning of this Leela, he was thinking, I am the controller of the three worlds. So that controller, what he is doing now here, is putting his helmet at the feet of the Lord. So he bowed down in front of the Lord and he asked forgiveness. Then Krishna, he said, okay, the intention of the Lord is not to punish Indra. The Lord's intention is not to punish him. He wants to reform him. That's what we said. So you want to reform him or bring him back to his original consciousness of the Indra. So here he forgives. The main reason is, as I said, he brought all the devotees near to the Lord. So the Lord has forgiven Indra. There is behind this, there are so many other understanding. We need to go for this. When we do the mistake or offense anything, as we said in the beginning, the false ego, because of the false ego, we do this mistake. So in order to remove this false ego, we need to surrender. That's what here Indra is doing it here. The Lord, he looks, we always say, no, the Lord looks our intention. You don't see our action. Always we say that the Lord is not looking at what we are doing. He always looks our intention. Whatever action we do, the Lord looks the action, the intention behind that action. But that's how we say for even the Sabari. Sabari, when she gave the fruits, which she was tasting it, and then after that she was offering to the Lord Ram. The Lord has accepted it. What is that actually? The action was not good. But what is her intention? The intention is she wants to give the nice fruits to the Lord, the best fruits. So in case of Sabari, the action was not good, but her intention was good. The action was not good, the intention was good. What about Putana? What's happening in the Putana's case? Putana's case is totally reverse. Her action was good. She wants to act as a mother to feed milk to Krishna. But what is her intention? The intention was to kill Krishna. So what's happening? Why Krishna is there is blessing suffering, and here also Krishna is blessing Putana to become as a mother. Which is the aspect Krishna is looking at? Whether it is an action or whether it is intention, which Krishna is looking for from us. It is not the action or intention what Krishna is looking. The Krishna's only intention is somehow or other I have to bless him. So I need to find out a way to this jiva to come back to me. If you see here in this case of Indra, his action is also not good. What he did, he tried to destroy the Rajda. The action was not good, and his intention was also not good. See, action also not good, intention also not good. Even here also Krishna is blessing Indra. So what's happening then? So what's happening is somehow or other the Lord wants us to go back to him. So he is finding some loopholes here and there. How can I give my blessings to this jiva so that he can come back to me? Jaga and Mata. And it says that here there is only, someone can say there is one reason why the Lord has accepted Indra here. He said that because Indra surrendered to Krishna at the end. He understood that yes, this is not an ordinary person, this is Supreme Lord. So Indra surrendered to Krishna. So because of that surrender, Krishna has blessed him or forgiven him. Even if we take in the case of Jaga and Mother, action not good, intention not good, and they are not even surrendered also, but still they got the blessings of the Lord. So what we need to understand from all these things is that somehow or other make some connection with the Lord or with the Lord's devotees. That gives the way so that the Lord can bless us. The Lord is looking, how can I give some blessings to this giver? How can I bring him back? So this is what we need to understand this from this the past tense here. We can the Indra's issue was that he was not able to control his senses. Because he could not control his senses, he did this offense. But it is not only the case of controlling the senses. Sometimes we control our sense, but still we do offense. Sometimes we don't control our sense, but still we do offense. We control our sense. How, for example, if we take during the Ekadasi or Nirjala Ekadasi times, we control our sense. Oh, I'm not going to take any prasad, I'm not going to even drink water. So we are controlling our senses. So somehow or other we are able to control our senses. When we are in the temple, then what we do during the prasadam time, we see, okay, let me see, go and see who is taking prasad. So we come and see who is taking prasad. When we see someone is taking prasadam on Nirjala days, so, oh, what is this man? He's not able to control at least for one day in a year. So this is what we are doing here. There we control our senses, but we are not doing anything progressing in our devotional service. So we do aparadha there. Even if we don't control our senses, we take prasadam. But what happens? Oh, I'm not able to control my sense. I'm taking prasadam. See, look at the other devotees. They are controlling. So they are so great. So they are fortunate. Then we go and pray to Krishna. See, Krishna, I'm not able to control myself. Please take me. Please accept me. I'm not able to control my senses, but please accept me. There we don't control our sense, but still we progress there. So whether it is an action or it's an intention or we control our senses, the only aspect is that some or other get connected to the Lord. This only that connection, it makes us a way for the Lord to take us back to his abode. So this is the only thing which we need to understand from so many pastimes. The devotional service, the Lord comes and performs so many leelas here. So why he does is for us to remember the Lord. Somehow or other we need to remember him. We need to remember the Lord. When we do the devotional service, we think that okay, I should not do this, I should not do this, I should avoid all the regulative principles. We said we need to follow all the regulative principles. But when we remove something, then we need to fill it up with some positive aspects. So the positive aspects is what our connection with the Lord. So only with that connection we can get purified, we can get the blessings of the Lordship and the blessings of the devotees of the Lord. So when we do devotional service, let us conclude now here. We will just summarize here. When we do our devotional service, in the beginning, we perform our devotional service out of fear. Oh, if I don't perform this, I will get punished. So out of fear, we perform the devotional service. But gradually, when we have the association of the devotees, when we little bit know about the Lord, then the next step it goes out of desire, we perform the devotional service. I want to get this, I want to get this. So out of desire, we perform. Even further, we do our devotional service as a duty. I have to do this. I have taken initiation, I have to chant, I have to do this. So out of duty, we do that. But these are all okay. But the pure devotional service is performing our devotional service as with love and affection. So that is what the Lord is looking from us. So the Lord is looking from us how we are getting connected with the Lord, how we are giving a chance for the Lord to make the connection, and how much we are surrendered to Him, and how much we love Him. So this is what the Lord is looking for us. And all these festivals which we celebrate, only the purpose is in order to make us to remember the Lord, to get connected with the Lord and get connected with the Lord's devotees, and perform our devotional service in a proper way. Hare Krishna. I think Vishpriya Mataji is going to sing Govardhan Ashtaka. Dasa. Yeah.